Hi, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I can see Emmanuel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So while I wait for others to join in, let's wait for others to join in. Please, as I join in, just introduce yourself. Introduce yourself while I wait for others to join in, okay? Um, if you're just joining us, just introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. Welcome. Introduce yourself. If you're just joining us, welcome. Introduce yourself. Let me see. Welcome. I can see some people. Only Emmanuel type though. If you're just joining us, let me know in the chat box. Welcome, Mordecai. Welcome. Welcome, Sam. Thank you for joining us. What I need you to do right now is go and invite somebody. Invite someone. Let this place be filled up. Oh. Welcome, Tahib. Welcome, Alpha. Welcome, 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 Onome. Welcome, Signals. Welcome, Chioma. Welcome, Rejoice. I can see Rejoice. Welcome, guys. Keep it coming. Invite somebody. Share our link. Invite somebody. You know somebody needs this right now, so invite them. Welcome, Deborah. Awesome. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. We're just 9 now. We need to increase our numbers. Go and invite someone you know that needs this. We're going to be starting in the next 2 minutes. We will not wait for other people. We'll start in the next 2 minutes. Welcome, Samuel. Welcome, Shalom. Welcome, Martins. It's good to have you guys here tonight. Welcome. Let's keep it coming. Copy our link and post it on your status. Send it to your groups. Send it to somebody you know that needs this right now. Send it to them. Don't let them miss out on this. Oh. Welcome, Olarewaju. Oh, that's your new. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, Dola. Welcome, guys. We're going to be starting very shortly. We're still low. I need like people coming in. Okay, we're going to be getting started very shortly. Repost our repost our link so that people can get notified. Welcome, Ruth. Okay, so we'll start now. Regardless of people joining us, we're going to get started right now. Hopefully, hopefully they get this. Hopefully they get to join us before it ends. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to show myself just before we start. If you can see me on the screen, just say hi. Say hi in the chat box. If you can see me on the screen. Welcome, Ruth. If you can see me on the screen, just say hi. Say hi in our chat box. Repost our link, oh, repost this link. What in here? A lot of people are missing out on this right now. So hope that. Okay, thank you, J Money. I can see J Money. Hi, Bella. Hi, Fadilat. Hi, Martins. Awesome, awesome. I can see some people are singing. Hi, Yomi. All right, so we're going to get started right away. This one that I'm just seeing 15 people here, you guys are not reposting our link. Go and repost it now. Let me give you 1 more minute. Repost our link right away so that we can get started and not waste any more time. Okay, I want to even ask this. Let me ask this question. If you just reposted our link, let me see your chat. Like, type it in our comment section. Type, I just reposted our link. Type it here. If you just reposted our link, type it in the comment section. Let me see. Type it in the comment section. If you just reposted our link, oh, type it here. I want to see it. Hi, Bemisola. Nobody is responding yet, though. This class is going to be very, very interactive. Our training is very interactive, so I need your responses. If you just reposted our link, type it here in the comment section. Let me see it. Nobody. Hey, I'm waiting for everybody. Oh. I'm waiting for you guys. Awesome. Thank you, Gigo Ware. I hope I got that right. I hope I got that right. Okay. So I only have one person here. Oh. I'm going to give like something special to those who are going to repost our link tonight. I'm going to give them something. So only Gigo Wari reposted our link. All right, so we're going to start in the next 1 minute because of time. Others can join in. I just gave extra minutes. Awesome. Thank you, Fadilat. Thank you, Fadilat. Fadilat reposted. Okay. I can see Mr. Great. He said he don't show. Repost our link or repost our link while our numbers are still low. Repost our link. Let somebody that needs this get this. Our link. Just check where you're watching now. Copy the link. The link that you used to join in. The link that you used to join in is the link now. Martins. All right, so let's get started. Welcome everybody to today's presentation. I'm so excited to have you guys here because you're going to learn a lot today. If you've been struggling with sales, you're in the right place. So if you've been struggling to scale up, you've been having only one sale in 1 week, 3 sales in 2 weeks, you're in the right class. So okay, thank you, Sam. Sam said he shared our link in the group. That's good. I hope there are people that will be interested though. Okay, thank you so much, guys. It's good to have you here once again. I can't wait to share with you what I have in store for you today because testimony opo. I hope you guys can see me. All right, so I'm going to put my full screen because I want you to focus on what I have for you today, not on me. Focus on what I have for you today. If you have been struggling with sales, give me your full attention. Oh, if there's anything distracting you right now, just take it away. Take it away, okay? All right, guys, welcome again. Let's get started. All right, so I'm going to be showing you today how to get crazy sales with webinars. This thing I'm sharing with you today, it has helped me like close so much sales. Like every time I just think about it, I'm like, thank God I found this particular sales boosting system. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you today how you can create, like, get crazy sales with webinars. But before we start, I want you to listen to somebody. No, she attended our last webinar, and I don't know if you any of you here attended that webinar. I held a 5-day webinar where I invited experts. So she was one of the people in those classes, and she had testimonials back to back that week. So I'm going to be sharing with you a testimonial before we dive right in. So if you are here, make sure you give me your full attention and listen to what Big Grand Boss has to say about webinars.
Business Ground Boss. I teach small business owners how to access free funding and resources to grow their businesses. So one day I was scrolling on the street of Instagram and I saw this flyer showing webinar for 1,000 naira, and then I just saw the people that were going to come on board to train us on the how to use webinar to sell. And I checked the WhatsApp number and I chatted the WhatsApp number. I made payment. I joined the group. That decision was one of the very best decisions that I took this year. I've been selling my course. I've been selling digital products, but the knowledge from that 1K webinar alone, I had to chat the admin, Margaret Ododo. I told her that, see, Maggie, when you are launching your course, Sell Like Crazy webinar, I'm going to be the first person to invest, because if I can get all of this in a 1K webinar, and mind you, I have made over 2.7 million naira from using the knowledge from a 1K webinar. How much more when Margaret now launches the Sell Like Crazy webinar?
All right. Can you hear her? We've not even gotten into the main thing. Oh, you can hear her, right? So you are in the right place right now. If you've been looking for a way to increase your sales, just give me your full attention in the next 15 minutes, okay? So I know that a lot of you have been struggling with sales, and actually some people here actually just want to scale up. This is the best thing to do to increase your sales, okay? Now, if this is you, if you are ready to get started, you are all your attention is on me right now, please drop some fire emoji, because I can already see some people. If you are ready to flow with me tonight, I want to see some fire emojis in our chat box. Okay, I want to see some fire emojis in our chat box. Now, today's agenda, okay, in the short time we're going to spend here today, my goal is to make a very big impact on you, and I want to give you confidence where there is uncertainty, clarity where there is confusion, to unlock within you the true potential in you, because I know there are true potentials, and a lot of you have been struggling. But today, just be calm, just calm down, okay? Because today I'm going to show you how you can unlock that potential that you have in you to start making lots of sales in your business. So like I put it exactly here, if nothing else today, I'm going to help you make money, and I'm going to help you make lots of it. Does this sound good to you? Awesome. This place, we're on fire tonight though. That's good. So does this sound good to you? Are you ready to make lots of money? Does this sound good to you? Let me see it though. Just keep it coming. I want this class to be very, very interactive. If you are good to go with what we just said, just put it in the chat box. Put it in the chat box. Let me see. Awesome. Thank you so much. I can see Everest. I can see Ebikoma, Oyema. Awesome. Good, good. Just keep it coming. Okay, so now I need something from you today, because there's nothing that will pain me more than I will give you the solution that you have been looking for, to all the problems you've been facing regarding sales. And then I'll now meet you maybe in 3 months' time, or meet you somewhere, and then you tell me that you still have those same issues. You are still struggling just because you did not implement. Please, oh, I don't want to see that happen, okay? I want you to come today with an implementation mindset. I'm asking you to implement every single thing you are going to learn today. Do we have a deal that you are going to implement everything you are going to learn here tonight? Thank you, Basi. Awesome. If we have a deal, put it. Say we have a deal. I'm going to learn, like, put to practice everything I'm going to learn tonight. Put it in the chat box. Let me see. Do we have a deal? Awesome. Good, good, good. So now for those who are going to stay to the end, I have a free gift for you. Okay? And it is worth over 200K that is assured to give you sales. Even if it's your first time trying this sales system. Okay, only for those who stay to the end. Oh, I have a free gift worth over 200. I not say money, oh, a free gift. Okay, so just make sure you stay to the end. Give me your attention. Don't let anything distract you. Oh. All right, let's go. Now this is how it all started. You can see me here in the one at the on the left. Don't laugh too much, oh. See me on the left and see me on the right. This was when I think this was 2020 or 2021. I can't even remember now. Nobody likes to remember, you know, poverty times. Don't mind me. Okay, so look at it. I was, struggling. I think I had a job, or I just, I was jumping from job to jobs at the time, and then I started on the internet. And today, you can tell that money is good in my life, right? Just look at it. Oh, thank you very much. I can see some people saying you're beautiful. Lord. Sapa looks different. Oh, yeah, I understand. I understand. All right, guys. So you can tell that it's good to actually make money. So sales are very important. Now, a lot of you here might just be meeting me for the first time, and you'll be saying, why should I listen to you? Who are you? Who is this person, Seth? Well, my name is Margaret Ododo. Okay, I used to be a broke architect. I started as a newbie on the internet. That's why when people are starting and they say, I'm just a newbie, I'm just a newbie, I laugh sometimes. Okay, I was also a newbie when I started on the internet, and today as we speak, I've done over $25,000 in the space of 1 year. I've coached over 500 online entrepreneurs to earn money online. I'm popularly known as the sales guru. I don't know who here has heard of that name before. Pardon my voice. Who here has heard of sales guru before? Somebody said we don't have a deal. All right, though. It is for your own benefit, anyways. Who here has heard of me of sales guru before? I want to know who here knows me, sort of. Can you guys hear me? Who here has heard of sales guru before? I want us to be very interactive in this class. Chinedu said nobody. Okay. Okay. Josiah said we have a deal. Good, good, good. Who here has heard of sales guru before? Nobody. All right, well, maybe it's in my own clique of people. I'm popularly called sales guru. And do you know why? Because sales is not an issue for me. Sales every single day, every week, every month. Okay? And do you know the reason why they call that? Like, a lot of people literally come to my DM and say, Maggie, please now show us how you do these sales things. How do you make these sales? That is why, like, every single day, I hardly ever go a day without making sales. Sales has never been an issue for me. And that's why, if you are here right now and something is still distracting you, you're wrong, girl. You're very, very wrong. Now, this is my mentor and I. This is Saronald Unzumora. I'm sure a lot of you here know him. So this was in Rwanda. We went to Rwanda in January, and is someone I really appreciate because it was one of the first people to tell me about this sales system. It was one of the first people I learned this sales system from. Okay? Sarona Uzumora, I'm sure a lot of you here know him. He's one of the best internet marketers in Nigeria, and he's also a copywriter. Now look at what he has to say about me. He said, great marketing ideas intoxicate me, and Margaret has proven she's even getting more badass at this. She breaks down everything about webinars and makes it so simple to understand, even if you are a newbie. I will eventually hire her to write my own webinar soon. Listen to whatever she tells you. It's gold. That is from Sir Ronald himself. Oh, at least some of you say you don't know me. Okay, so you know Sir Ronald? Who here knows Sir Ronald? Let me see it in the chat box. If you know Sir Ronald Zumora, let me see it in the chat box. You know him. You know Sir Ronald Zumora. Okay, Mr. Greg said he has. Martin said first time. I have. Who here knows Sir Ronald Zumora? I want to see it. Okay, awesome. Rejoice said he does. Okay, so you can hear him. This is not me. Oh, this is not me saying it. This is from Sir Ronald Zumora himself. So listen very well to all what Maggie has to tell you tonight. So let's go. Now, how did I get to where I am today? First off, if you are into internet marketing, especially WhatsApp, you know how frustrating it can be. You know, talking to people one by one, telling them, oh, go to this place, do this, do that, and you have so many messages, over 100 of messages, over 200 messages unanswered. And you know the funniest thing, or it's not even the funniest thing, the saddest thing is that the more time you waste, they will go out to your competitors and start meeting them since you are not answering them, whereas it is not your fault. Oh, it is not your fault. You have just not gotten to their messages. This was the struggle that I had before I found out about this sales boosting system. I was at a point where I almost gave up. I was tired of doing one-on-one marketing, and I had a sales target. There was a sales target I had to get at the time. I was just frustrated, and then somebody told me, "Ah, why not just try this? Why not try the this sales boosting system?" And I was like, "Oh, does it work?" And I said, okay, it's not like even if I don't try it, even if I don't try it, I will have any other thing to do, because, like I told you, I was frustrated at the time and I wanted something different, something else. So, thankfully enough, I did. I tried it. And guess what? It worked. It did not just work, it started giving me crazy sales. And that's why I'm here today to show you. I'm here today to show you how you can start doing this for yourself, because since that day, I have never looked back for once. Okay, so I hope you are following me. Please, if you are following me, let me know in the chat box. Let me know in the chat box. Let me know that people are listening to me right now. If you are following me, if you've gotten what I've said so far, see, send an emoji or send something in the chat box to show that you are following me. Okay? Now, my promise to you is that by the end of this webinar, you finally have a clear step-by-step roadmap to raking in crazy sales for yourself using this sales boosting system and four simple framework that I'm going to show you today, because this thing is very, very easy. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. This is one of the easiest thing you are going to be able to do without struggle. Because why? There is a framework. All you have to do is just copy the framework and replicate. That is all. Awesome. Thank you, Martins. I can see some people here. Oh, vibes upon vibes. Don't worry, I'm still going to show myself very soon. My promise to you is that you're going to get a what? Clear step-by-step roadmap. So please and please give me your attention. So let's start. Now, this sales boosting system is called webinars. This sales boosting system is called what? Webinars. And webinars, before we look at the framework, I want to explain what webinars are. Webinars are popularly called one to many. Okay? One to many. They are just like seminars. You know, seminars are done physically, right? Seminars, when you go for seminars, there's somebody on the pulpit, there are, plenty crowd of people sitting down, listening to the person that is standing and, talking like a master of ceremony sort of thing. Do you understand? That is the same thing webinars are. The only difference is it is online, not physical. Everything you are doing that you do in a seminar is what you do with webinars. The only difference is what? It is online. So you can use webinars for online trainings, class sessions, product demos. But for the purpose of this training, we are going to be looking at product demos because we are all about sales. Okay? And another good thing about webinars is you can reach thousands of people all at once across the world. You don't have to start talking to one person and then before you know it, the other person has gotten angry. No, this is different. Everybody hears you all at once. Just like now, you're hearing me, right? You can all see my screen, you can all hear me, you can listen to me live. That is the good thing about webinars. Okay, so now let's go to the four simple framework of webinars. If you want to make a lot of sales, there are just four simple framework you need to follow. Four simple framework that you need to follow. Okay, so let's look at it. The first one is introduction. I want to when I'm done, I'm going to list out everything now. Then you put it in the chat box. This class, I told you before, this class is a very interactive class. Okay, so webinars can be broken down into what? Four segments: introduction, content, transition, and close. I'll take that again. I think I will show myself so that I want to show myself. Okay, so I want to see this in the chat box as I'm saying it. Webinars can be broken down into four segments. One, introduction. Two, your content. Three, transition. And four, the close. I want to know that you are following. Please, how many segments can webinars be broken down into? I want to see it in the chat box now. Type it in the chat box. Type it in the chat box. I want to see it in the chat box. Webinars can be broken down into four segments. Okay? What are they? Awesome, awesome. Ruth, David, Ebikoma. I can see some people are following. Four, good. Sam, yes, yes. Thank you, Sam. Sam says introduction, transition, and close. Very important. These are the four things. If you can do these four things very well, your webinars is going to be like this. Take away four things: introduction, content, transition, and the close. So let's take a look at them one after the other. Okay, let's take a look at them one after the other. So let's go. Now the first one is your introduction. Under your introduction, you have your webinar title, you have the big promise, you have the bribe and slash gifts. Okay, it's a gift, but we call it bribe just because you want to use it to get people to stay in your webinar. Don't worry, we're going to look at that shortly, like what it means. Then credibility, positioning, and authority. These are the things that you should have in your introduction. I hope you are taking notes. Now, before I even start explaining what it is, let me help you understand now that sales begins at your introduction. The sales that you are looking for, it begins at your introduction. From when you start your introduction, in fact, the next 10 minutes of your webinar, sales are started. You can tell whether, oh, are these people interested, or are they already, you can see some people are already leaving. They are so uninterested. They don't care. They just don't, they are no more interested. Your first 10 minutes of your webinar is very important. Now let me explain to you. Please hope you are listening, because I want to explain something now. If let's say I started this webinar and I just came online and I said, hello guys, let me show myself so that you understand what I'm saying. I want you to understand what I'm saying. Let's say I came to our meeting now, and we're about to start, and I'm like, hello guys, how are you guys today? Please, if you were there before, you just joined us, will you be interested? I want to ask, please, will you be interested? Will you be interested? I just came and said, hello guys, how are you today? Hope you are good. Will you be interested? I want to see your answers. Will you be interested? I just came and I'm just talking slowly. You won't. Thank you, Mickey G. You will not be interested because you're like, is this the person I'm coming to listen to? What's this person even saying? But imagine you come online and you're like, hello guys, thank you for coming today. How are you? Welcome. I can see Ade, I can see Shola. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to our webinar tonight. You are going to learn this. By the end of this webinar, you're going to have the knowledge of this, blah, blah, blah. That is going to solve all your money troubles and it's going to get you the best, blah, blah. Do you understand? There's a difference. Your voice has to be upbeat when you're starting your webinar. It can make or mar your webinar, because if people cannot feel you already from the start, forget it. It is over. You understand? It is over. So your voice has to be upbeat. You have to be very clear. You have to be very sound. you have to introduce yourself, you have to grab their attention. Very important. I want you to write it. Grab their attention from the start. Write it in the chat box. Let me see. Grab their attention from the start. Okay? Please write it in the chat box. I want to see it. Grab your audience attention from the beginning. Your first 10 minutes of your webinar is very, very important. Okay? Now, I need you to know that sales occurs twice. Thank you, Patrick. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Keep it coming. Sales occurs twice in your webinar. First is during your introduction, and the second time is in your offer. Don't joke with your introduction. Oh, grab their attention from the start. Grab it and keep it to the end. Okay? Now, like I said, note this. Sales occurs twice in your webinar. The first is in your introduction, the second is in your offer. Pardon me. Now, in your introduction, like I already told you, people are already looking at this person. Oh, look at what this person is saying. Is she somebody that I can trust? Is she somebody that I can do business with? Is she somebody that can really help me? Is she somebody? They are already using that 5 minutes that you have used, that you have spent with them to judge whether you can really help them or not. Do not joke with your first 5 minutes. That intro part, make sure you tell them what's in it for them. That 5 minutes, they must know what you have for them. Let them know. You saw when we started, I told you that if you are here, you'll be struggling with sales, then you are in the right place. That is already, you can already tell that I know what you want. This is what you need. You want to scale up in your sales. Do you understand? Let them know what is in it for them, even from the introduction. Okay? All right, so let's continue. Now let's look at each of them. I'm sure a lot of you know how this is done, because most of you here even run ads. You have other businesses that you do, right? You know that how important headlines are. This is also for attention grabbing. If your headline, your webinar title is not grabbing attention, then nobody might even be interested. Okay, so this is a template for you to follow. How to get benefit results without painting the desire. Look at an example here. Look at this one up. Facebook advertising secrets. Can you see the headline? Register now. Look at the second one. Facebook leads for haters. How to generate 30 to 50 leads per day on Facebook for $3 per lead or less, even if you hate Facebook. Please, if you see these two headlines, which one will you click? Which one will you click? If you see these two headlines right now, which one are you going to click? I want to see your reply. I want to see your responses. This is an interactive class, so which one are you going to click? Facebook advertising secret, or the one that says Facebook list for haters, how to generate blah 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 blah? Which one are you going to click? Awesome, the second. Why? Because you are breaking it down in detail. You are telling the person what you have for them. You are telling them what they are going to get. And the basic template for that is, write it like this: how to get benefit results without you put their pain and the thing they desire. Me, I always prefer to go with their pain, because people react faster to pain than the thing. Okay, I think I even said desire instead of despise. Okay, so please, you can write down the template, or write it down so you can use it to create your own. Write it down so you can use it to create your own. So let's continue. Your big promise. Your big promise. And your big promise, before your big promise, you are even meant to future pace them. You are supposed to future pace your customers. Tell them, imagine how you feel if you have so at your beck and call. Make them know, like, let them have a feeling of what they stand to get, what they stand to benefit with your product in their hand. Do you understand? Let them feel like, okay, with this thing in my hand, I can in the future I can get so. Let me use an example, because I want to be very practical. Let me use an example. So let me say I'm promoting a business opportunity that can help them make money. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you are in the money making each year, right? And I tell them, imagine yourself in Maldives having fun, sipping wine because you can afford it. You can just, go to your phone and do pam pam, and the money is there. No struggle, no stress. That is what I call future pacing. So future pacing is actually part of this, but we will not dwell too much on that because I want to lay emphasis on your big promise. Okay. Now, at the beginning of our webinar, if you remember, I said my promise to you is that I will show you a clear step by step roadmap on how you can start making crazy sales with webinars, right? That is a big promise. Now, I need you to note some things. Your big promise must be believable. Don't go and lie, oh. Don't go and lie. Your big promise must be what? Believable. It must be something that you can actually do, not something you can't do. Let me give you for instance, if Pepsi tells you, if Pepsi announces that they want to give 5 lucky winners 10 million naira each. If Pepsi says I want to give 5 million naira to 10 lucky winners, will you believe them? Will you believe them? Will you believe them? Yes, look, I just gave an example. Will you believe them? If Pepsi says today that want to give 10 million naira to, or let me say 5 million naira, 5 million naira to 10 lucky people, will you believe them? Yeah, exactly. Why? Because you know they can do it. But now imagine Iyashade, someone that you've not heard before, telling you that she can give you 5 million naira, and you be like, 5 million naira from where? Who are you? How? When? Do you understand? Make sure your promise is believable and something you can do. Don't lie, oh. Don't lie, okay? So this is the template for that. You can put my promise to you. By the end of this webinar, you will finally have a clear step-by-step roadmap to you put the results slash benefits of whatever it is you are promoting, okay? You put the results. So I hope you are noting this down. All you have to do is just copy this template so that when you want to create yours, you can just use the template. Very easy. Remember I told you I'm going to show you step by step. Very, very easy, okay? Now the next one is bribe slash gifts. How many of you here were happy when I said I'm going to give over 200k to those who stay to the end? How many of you here were happy? I want to see it though. How many of you here were happy? How many of you here were happy when I said I'm going to give 200k worth of gifts to those who stay to the end? I can't see responses oh. Awesome. Emmanuel said me. You see? Roots too. Right? You were happy. You were happy and it gingered you. You were like, I have to stay to the end though. I need to get these gifts, right? This is why if you do this in your intro part, even if somebody goes offline. Do you know I've had a webinar before where there was serious network issues that day. And I already told them I was going to give them a gift worth so if they stay to the end of the webinar. Do you know people were calling me? Coach Maggie, my internet is misbehaving oh, please, how can I connect back? I don't want to miss this gift. I don't want to miss this gift. Do you understand? That alone, if you put this in the intro section, that alone is going to make a lot of people stay to the end of the webinar. Because why? A lot, they like awoof. They like, who doesn't like free gifts? A lot of people do, okay? Especially Nigerians. So you can create a template like this and say you're going to love this training, and when you stay to the end, I am going to give you my one-page PDF cheat sheet, blah blah blah. Just, you see this template, just write it out, okay? Just write out the template so that you can use it for yourself. Awesome. Patrick said e comot sleep for my eye. Can you see? E comot sleep. So people like free free gifts. Okay, so please always add this in your intro part. Now, credibility and authority. So when I first said, oh, I'm sales guru, I'm Ojojo Margaret, I've done over $25,000, your ears stood up, right? That is building, and positioning myself. This is what you have to also do in your intro. Position yourself. And some people now said, oh, we don't know who sales guru is. Oh, but I now asked, do you know who Ronald is? And a lot of people said yes, yes, yes. That is positioning and authority. Okay, position yourself in your intro part. Be credible. you know let them know your credibility. Let them know who you are. Okay, introduce yourself. You can say, my name is Adenike Jones. I've been able to help over 500 people travel to the United States through the means of blah blah blah. And then show proof. Okay, don't just say it, show proof. You saw when I snapped with Sarona, you believe that I know him, right? I'm sure if I just say, oh, Sarona is my mentee, I'd be like, is your mentee? Where now? How do you know it? Do you understand? Okay, somebody said, as a newbie, how do I position myself? That's a very good question, actually. You can actually position yourself, let's put it this way, by getting, like, building on borrowed authority. I'm going to explain what borrowed authority is in a bit. I'm going to explain what borrowed authority is. So I remember when I started this, started online, because even when I started online, I had not made any sales before. Okay, I was promoting a particular product called 72 IG. I don't know if a lot of you here know it. Okay, I don't know if a lot of you here know it. So I was promoting that product, and people will come and say, Maggie, this business that you just started, have you even made sales? Have you made money? Because it was a business where, it was a business opportunity to make money. And I was like, no, I've not made sales though, but have you seen what they are teaching? Have you seen the skills I've learned? Have you seen the testimonials that my friends who started before me have gotten? Oh yeah, you have not seen it, let me show you. They've gotten phone, somebody won phone, somebody has one laptop, somebody has 100K. You can actually position yourself using other borrowed authority. Do you understand? For that person that asked the question, you can use other people's authority and show. In fact, people want to see your small small journey. They don't want you to lie. Don't lie to people. Show them your journey step by step. Okay, show them your journey step by step. Even if it's 5 sales you've done, and you use that, and you show people that, look at what I've earned, look at this, look at that, like, these are the results I've gotten. The fact that it is your own, the fact that it is your own, they are going to be very very excited, because truthfully, they just want something that can benefit them. Okay, they just want, they want to see that what you are telling them can benefit them. They are not really interested in you oh, but if you tell them that you are doing well, they'll be happy. Do you understand? So let's move on. We have spent too much time here. I hope you understand so far. Please, if you understand so far, let me see it in the chat box. If you understand so far, let me see it in the chat box. If you understand so far, type it in the chat box. Let's see it. Let's see it. I'm waiting. Oh, this is an interactive class. Awesome. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you, Signals. Awesome, David. I can see that. Sam, Ruth. Awesome. With these things I'm saying tonight, you have to make sure you go and practice it. Don't just listen to me. Oh, go and do it. I want to see that you start having results. Okay, now why me? Why now? Lifestyle pics, these are things that you can also show in your intro part. I will explain. Look at this now. Let me put off my camera so you can see it very well. Now, can you see this? Imagine you're showing your lifestyle pics. You remember when I showed you before and after? Did you see that part when I showed you before and after? These are things that people can relate to. you know, show them how you were before. I don't know if, depending on the niche you are into though. Let's say you are into skincare products, show them how your face was rough, pimples, everything was just growing on your face, and then it became smooth after you use the product that you're talking about. You've done it for so days, and then your face is now clear and fresh. That is an example. Show them. Don't just say it with your mouth, have proof. Okay, show them lifestyle pics. Me now, if I'm talking to someone about how to make money, and I said I've been to Dubai, but I'm showing the pictures, I'm not just saying it, they can believe, right? They are going to believe that this is the truth, right? Look at it. I've been to Seychelles, I've been to Dubai, so on and so forth. I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Add social proofs, add lifestyle pictures to your webinars in the intro part. Show them that this is who I was before and after, from grace to grass. I mean, from grass to grace. Don't mind me. From grass to grace. Show them. They want to. They want to relate to your story. They want to relate to you. Okay. Show them all of these things. Now, the number two thing is what? Content. I'm not going to go back. I want to see who has been following. What are the things that you should do in your introduction? What are the things you should do in your introduction? Okay, I want to see it in the comment section. What are the things you should do in your intro? Who can tell us? Who can tell us what are the things you should do in your intro? What are the things you should do in your intro? Let's move fast though. We're already taking too long. What are the things you should do in your intro? Who can tell us? Nobody. We just spoke about the introduction. What are the things that you should have in your introduction segment? I'm waiting. I need responses. This is an interactive class, so what are the things we should have in your introduction? Okay, Ebikoma says attention. Patrick says introduce yourself, make use of lifestyle content, use bribe as gifts. Awesome. You guys are on point. Sam says webinar title, big promise, gifts, credibility. Clap for yourself. Just clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. You guys are good. You're following. You're following. Okay, let's move on to the next segment, which is number two, content. Number one is what? Introduction. Number two is what? Content. Now, content basically is the value you promised. Let's say you, like what I told you now, I told you that I'm going to be showing you how you can rake in crazy sales with webinars in 4 simple framework, and I've started breaking it down. Basically, your content is what you have, the value you have promised to share, and use bullet points, please. When you're talking about your content, use bullet points to break it down. 5 ways you can do this. Okay, I think I have an example. Let's look at it. 4 ways you can withdraw your dollar without going to the bank. That is like an headline. You now start breaking it down in your content section. So content section is basically breaking down your points. Whether it's 4 points you said you will share with them, 3 points, 5, just use it that way. Do you know why I'm saying you should use bullet points? Because it's easily understandable. You saw the way we moved now from number 1 to number 2, because it shows that there is a destination. You can tell that when we get to number 4, we're about rounding up, right? That is how your content should be. Use bullet points to break it down. It makes it very understandable. Okay, now after you are done breaking down all your points, then you now give a recap. Very important. You give a what? Recap. But before we look at that, I want to give you this template. I want you to write it out, because I need you to use this for yourself as well. So write out the template for the content, like the headline. This is almost like the headline I gave you already, right? So I don't think you need to write it again. It's still the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yes, another thing I want to talk about is stories. Stories. Okay, use stories in your webinars. The power of story cannot even be overemphasized. Fact tells, but story sells. Remember how I shared with you that I started this business, I was frustrated, and I'm sure a lot of you are also in the same position right now. You are always on your phone, pressing it from morning to night. Mommy will call you, say come and eat, you will not answer her. She will say go and shower. You have been smelling since, you refuse to bath, because you are pressing your phone, pressing your this thing can actually be very frustrating. If you are into DM marketing, you are always on WhatsApp, it can be very frustrating. And that is why I'm talking to you about webinars today. Do you understand? I shared with you my stories, and I'm sure this is where some of you are at right now, right? Exactly. Somebody, Sam said he can relate. Okay, Sam is saying he can relate. This is why you need to move to webinars. So always use stories when you are talking about your product. Share stories. Let's say you are talking about relocation now. You can talk about how Nigeria is not favoring anybody. Talk about the situation of Nigeria. You saw when fuel scarcity. You saw how people were running left, right, center just to have light, and then NEPA refuse to bring light during that period. These are stories they can relate to. Share stories they can relate to, and use it to explain or buttress your main points. Okay, share stories. But yes, another thing to notice, please don't waste time sharing stories. 3 minutes pere. 3 minutes is enough to share stories, so you don't waste so much time. Okay, now look at this example. I'm just going to take one because time is fast spent. Now look at this image here. Can you see this cat in the picture? Now this is the image of the painting with the title of the artist name and year. Then this other one, and you can see the price. The price is what? $99. This is the same image. The image of the cat with the artist's personal story. Look at how much. $109. Can you see the difference? The difference is just that there was a story in this other painting, and the value increased. So when you share story, it increases, like, it has a higher perceived value. Do you understand? It has what? A higher perceived value. This is why you should not, in fact, it is very mandatory, it is compulsory that you share stories in your webinars. Okay? And somebody, I was even gisting with someone about 2 or 3 days ago, and she was telling me how she used stories and she was able to convert more than 30 sales out of, I think, 60 people in less than 24 hours, just because they were able to relate to what she was saying. Share stories. Okay, share stories. I want you to write it. Share stories in your webinars. Please, no more than 3 minutes. Write it in our chat box. Share stories in your webinars. Okay, share stories in your webinars. Put it down in the chat box. Put it down in the chat box. Now, recap and Q&A. This is the last part of the content section. Okay, this is the last part of the content section. For the recap part, summarize everything you have said so far in 5 minutes. Use bullet points, like I said. Then for the FAQ section, have a frequently asked question part where you get to. Awesome, thank you, Sam. I can see Israel, Ruth, Ebikoma, Sam. I'm clapping for you guys. I can see people that are following here. That's good. That's good. Okay. So now summarize everything. You've spoken about the value, you've spoken about content, you've shared everything you want to say. Summarize it. Some people are forgotten. They are not even listening. But it might be that time that you're summarizing, they're like, oh, okay, yes, it's true, you said this. Summarize your points in like 5 minutes. Okay, use bullet points. Oh, we spoke about the 4 ways to do this, blah 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 blah. Number one, this. Number two, this. Number three, this. Number four. Do you understand? Quickly give a summary. Okay, now the next thing is your FAQ, which is your frequently asked question. I'm sure you've been getting a lot of questions about your products, about this is the part where ask, you say those questions and then give answers to them. Then you can also take 3 to 5 live questions, but be very time conscious, please. Be time conscious. Okay, so this is the last part for the content section. So I want to ask you now, for those who have been following so far, what are the things you should put in your content section? Let's go. Write it, write it. I want to see it. What are the things that should be in your content section? What are the things that should be in your content section? I want to see it though. I want to see it. I want to see what are the things that you should put in your content section. So I've spoken about introduction, content, and now we're going to transition. Okay? What are the things that should be in your content section? I can't see it though. Nobody's writing. Tell stories, Q&A. Awesome. Okay. What else? What else? What else did we say? What else did we say? We spoke about other things. Awesome. Thank you, Ruth. Value as promised. Highlight it with bullet points. Very important though. That's bullet points. Very, very important. Value recap, FAQs, summarize. Awesome. Awesome. You guys are going, yeah. You're getting it. Okay. Now let's move to transition. So transition basically is just moving from your content to your offer. So it doesn't feel like, oh, she just gave us value and now she wants to sell to us. You transition smoothly. Do you understand? I don't know who drives here. If you are driving and then there's a sharp corner, you will not just turn now, right? You have to turn gently. That is the same thing you are going to do. You can't just move from your content to your clothes just like that. You have to go what? Gently and smoothly, and that is what the transition part is called. You don't just move from teaching them to just selling to them immediately. No, you have to go what? Gently and smoothly. So now in the transition part, state why they are here again, what they should expect next, and then you can also share a story here too. You can also give a solid testimonial, and then the 6 years question before your pitch. Okay. So this is the template for the transitioning. Okay, I want you to write it. Write this part. This is a template for the transitioning. I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you an example now. Okay, I'm going to give you an example, but basically just know that transitioning is moving smoothly from your content to your offer without showing that, oh, you just came here to sell something, you just wanted to sell me something. Do you understand? Now this is a template. You can end your transitioning with a question. Would you like to get our blah 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 starting today? Do you understand? Who understands transitioning? I just spoke about it now. I want to know that you're following. Who understands transitioning? Who understands transitioning? Like I said, just basically moving smoothly from your content to your webinar. Okay? While you are typing, let's move on. Let's move on because of time. Now, at this point, don't forget we have 4 segments. Number 1 is your introduction, your content, transitioning, and now your close. Now at this point, after your transition, before your close, they can see that you are an authority. Okay, because you just spent 30 to 40 minutes breaking down everything to them. You have told them this and this, you've given them value, you have built rapport, you've gained their trust, you have even showed them what the future looks like when they get started. Okay, now is the time to pull the trigger. Give your offer. Okay, show them everything they stand to benefit when they buy your product. This next part is very important. Ask for the sale. A lot of people are always very scared. In fact, this is the place where you need to be very confident. This is the place where you have to be very confident. Don't feel, oh, I'm about to collect their money. So no, be very confident. Okay, let them know what they stand to gain in this part. this is the time for you to give your offer. This is not the time to talk about your product. Oh, I'll explain what that means. Tell them yes what you are getting. Add bonuses, let them get that push. Okay, so let's look at it one by one. Now, the close. The close has 5 things. I want you to write this 5 things: offer, price, bonuses, objections, guarantee. These are the 5 things that should be in your close: offer, prices, bonuses, objection, guarantee. And in all of these 5 things, you must include scarcity. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you know about how to create offers there. I'm very certain. So now let's look at each of them one after the other. Offer. This is a template for your offer. Okay, basically for your offer, don't talk about the product, just talk about what the benefit is. That is basically what offer is. Tell them the benefits they are getting from what you are about to sell to them. What are the benefits that, what will it help them do? Don't go and say this, buy this phone, it has 3 lens camera, it has, no. Tell them, you know, when you get this phone, you're going to be able to take very fine pictures for your graduation, and people are going to be very, like, they're going to be very happy. They'll be like, please, who did this your picture for you? No, who snapped this picture for you? Whereas it is your phone. No, it is just your phone. I'm just trying to say that, talk about the benefits, what it can do for them. Don't start saying this phone. If you are saying the futures, put the benefits in front. Don't just say this phone we has 3 camera, so the 3 camera can do this. No, this phone has 3 camera. When you take your pictures, you're going to look very fine, you're going to look very beautiful, you're going to look handsome. Do you understand? Talk about the benefits. I hope you understand what offer is now. I hope you understand what offer is. Okay, so let's continue. So the next thing is your price. Now, just listen to this part. Let your price be lesser in value than what you're actually giving them. Let it feel like a steal. Okay, let it feel like a steal. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but let me explain. So let me say let me use this phone as an example. Let's say I tell you, you know that this phone is 200k. That is the price in the market, you have seen it. And then I come and tell you, this is what this phone can do, this is what this phone can do for you. And then I tell you that it is 100k, you can get it for 100k. And I'll tell you that it is not just that, though. You will get power bank with this phone for that same 100k. Please, if you hear that kind of price, will you buy it or not? If you have the money, I want to see it. Will you buy it or not? If you have the money, will you buy something that normally, oh, you get it at 200k, and they tell you the price is 100k, half the price, and then there's even bonus that is that you have been looking for, you need it badly. Will you? Awesome. You can see Israel already says he will buy it. He will buy it immediately if he has the money. Emmanuel said he will buy it. This is how you're already in your customer's mind, and you're already getting them to say yes. You're getting them to say yes to you by doing all of these things. So please note, the clause includes offer, price. Now let's look at the next thing. Yes, another thing to note, is, please don't give your price until you state your offer. Do you know why? If you tell them your price and they cannot wait, you're like, oh, she said it's 30k. Yeah. So it's 30k. What am I paying 30k for? When you hear customers say, why am I paying 30k? So sorry about that. I think I need to touch my lights. Okay, let's continue like this. No, they'll say, what am I paying 30k for? Is it not, what is it worth? Why am I paying 30k? When you hear customers saying that, just forget it. They don't know the value. Like, the value, you've not given them enough value for the price. So make sure you stack your offer. Let them see the value of what they are getting before you say your price. Okay, so let's quickly move on. Now, bonus ideas. Okay, how do you feel when they give you a cake without icing? You know the cake is sweet oh, right? You know the cake is sweet, but there's no icing on it. You somebody told you that this thing is delicious, right? It's delicious, but there's no icing, nothing. You say, okay, let me see. Do I really need it? Do I not need it? When you add bonus is like what? The icing on the cake. Once they hear the bonus part, like, and I'm still paying the same thing, I have to take this right now. Do you understand? And these are bonuses ideas. Okay, these are bonus ideas you can use. A support group or group coaching, well, depending on the product you promote, or depending on the kind of product you promote, just think of something. But these are for people, maybe you sell, you're into digital products. Now you can create like a support group or group coaching, and that can be a bonus idea. It can be a special private one-on-one coaching to kickstart their journey. It can also be an exclusive video to help them on on a major pain point. I even like this particular one very well. I use this a lot. Always use an exclusive video of a pain point that they have, and use like get a video. There are so many ways you can get this. Go on YouTube. Go on YouTube. You will see plenty there. Okay. So now you can use this as one of your bonus idea. Okay. You can even add more. So let's move on. I've spoken about three things. Oh, I've spoken about offer, price, and bonus. Now you have the objection. Truthfully, you can start casting objection from the beginning of your webinar, from your intro part to your content part to your offer, so that by the time you are getting to your offer, they will not still be saying, oh, I don't have time, I don't have money, I don't have this, I don't have that. Do you understand? Do you understand? I want to know you understand. Please type in the chat box. Type in the chat box. Don't worry, we'll be rounding up very soon. We're almost there. Okay? Type in the chat box that you understand everything we've said so far. Awesome, awesome. I can see Israel. Awesome. Thank you guys. I know those that are following, I can see them. Okay. So by the time you get to your offer, their resistances would have reduced. Do you remember at the beginning, when I started this class, I told you that, if you are here right now and you have been struggling to make sales, you have been you've been struggling to get the amount of sales you need, you are in the right place, you are at the, I've already started telling you that whatever you think the issue is, don't worry, just calm down. You are going to get results using what I'm going to show you tonight. That was an objection that I was trying to cancel. Do you understand? That was an objection I was trying to cancel. So the best way to even cancel objection is with testimonials. And guess what? Immediately after I told you, you're in the right place at the right time of your life, what did I do? I showed you one of my mentee. Yes, she's my mentee already. One of my mentee that she's already doing well with webinars. I showed you a testimonial. Okay, so whenever you have an objection, always have a testimonial. Testimonials are also one of the best ways. Testimonials are one of the best ways you can use to cancel objection. Okay. Now, guarantee. Yes, this part is also very important. This is the last part of your close of your offer. Okay, so you can give a 50 to 100% money back guarantee, whether it's 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, depending on what you can afford. Please, if you cannot afford it, don't give money back guarantee. Oh, do you understand? Don't give money back guarantee if you cannot afford it. You can do a product guarantee. You know how you buy your phone, and I will tell you, if you come back in the next 1 year, 2 year, and the phone is still good, but maybe something cracked or so, you can come back and change it. That is a guarantee, right? That is a product guarantee. They did not say bring your phone and collect money. No. So you can also do a product guarantee, but always have a guarantee. Do you know why? It takes away the risk. There will always be risks with buying stuff. So it takes away the risk. So have a guarantee. Okay. Now scarcity. This is the last part. Scarcity creates urgency. It creates fear of missing out, FOMO. Always add this to your offer anytime. Don't misuse it oh, but always add scarcity to your offer. Do you know why? Scarcity makes them buy faster. Don't forget to add a deadline. Okay, if I say something like the fastest action takers that will do this in so hours, we get this, get that, you would all want to. If you have the money, you will pay now. You will pay fast. Do you understand? So always add scarcity. Okay, so let's quickly move. Now, there are other important things to consider to have a successful webinar. So I'm going to be sharing it in no particular order. So I have my Maggie's 5 webinar funnel. Getting leads, very important. Okay, I'm going to share that, but not so much because time is past spent. Getting leads. You can use for your sign up page. I don't know how you run your own leads, whether it's through Facebook. Please oh, I can't see some people. If you are still here with us, type in our chat box, drop some emojis. I don't want this place to get dull oh. If you are still here with us, drop some emojis. Let's see. If you are still here with us, drop some emojis. I want to see it in the chat box. I'm waiting, guys. If you are here with us, drop some emojis. Let me see. Awesome. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Israel. Good. Okay, so let's keep it. Let's go. Now, Maggie's 5 webinar funnel, like I call these my stages because this is what I do. Getting leads to your webinar follow-up, your webinar setup, your scripts, the day of preparation, and conversion. So let me start with the beginning. So how I started, I told you this is a very practical class and interactive class. So I get my leads from Instagram or Facebook. From there, they come to my WhatsApp. I'm just giving you my own funnel. From there, they come to my WhatsApp. I introduce myself. I welcome them. From them, I move them to a group. So if you are into email marketing, because some of you might be into email marketing, all you have to do is, go just drive the traffic to your emails. That is where you do your own follow-up, okay? Drive your traffic to your emails, but I still use WhatsApp. So from my WhatsApp DM to a WhatsApp group. Now from that WhatsApp group, I follow them up every day until our webinar date. So the best time to start preparing for your webinar is 1 week before. Please, I want you to write it. The best time to start preparing for your webinar is a week before your webinar date. Write it in the chat box. A week before your webinar date. That is when you should start preparing. Set up everything if possible, okay? Write it in our chat box. A week before your webinar date. Now, the next thing is you set up your webinar depending on the platform you want to use. Awesome. Thank you, Israel. Good. Keep it coming. For me, I use StreamYard. So I stopped as my group. So I take them from my DM to my WhatsApp group. From the WhatsApp group, I follow them up. I send them follow-up messages until our webinar date. Now, before the webinar day, I create my webinar script on what I'm going to teach and explain to them. Yes, another thing I need you to note, because I said teach. Please don't teach in your webinar. Oh. Don't teach in your webinar. So far, I only gave you the major like I broke down the things you need in a webinar. Did I teach? Did I teach? Please note, try not to teach. You don't have to give every single thing in your webinar. Just list out the basic important things that they need to start. Okay, list out the basic important things they need to start. So set up your webinar. I'll show you how you can use StreamYard to set it up. Okay, don't worry, I have something for those who stay to the end. We're almost done. So I will show you how you can use StreamYard to set up. There are other webinar platforms that you can actually create, and it's free. You don't have to pay money to get all of these things. Okay, now I follow them up to the day of the webinar. After the webinar, I still follow them again, because some people will pay that night, and then some people will pay other days. So if you don't follow up after your webinar, your money have go. Your money is what? Good. Okay, so follow up after your webinar. Now, conversion ratio, because people always ask of this. More attendees means more sales. Now, a lot of people used to ask, please start gathering your questions. I'm going to take questions very soon. Start gathering your questions. So a lot of people ask me how there was a time I was having issues with getting my attendance higher. So I finally figured it out, and I noticed that how you can increase your attendance rate is by telling them to set a reminder. Make sure you get your class link, your YouTube link, get it before the day, send it to them. Tell them the way you did for this class. Now I told you to click on the notify me button so that you will remember. Tell them to click on it so that they won't forget. Do you understand? Tell them to click on it so that they won't forget. And that's not all, because they will see the notification and they might still forget. Right? There are some people that are supposed to be right in this class now, and they are not here. So tell them, keep following them up every single day until your class date, because your attendance rates will also determine the amount of sales you are going to get. Do you understand? Do you understand? Your attendance rate is also going to determine the amount of sales you get. Now, your mastery of webinars. The more you master webinars, the higher your sales. As you keep mastering it, you keep mastering what works and what doesn't work, your sales are going to get better. Your conversion ratio are going to get better. So let's be practical. So let's say you have let's say you have 600 people on your group or on your email list that you have told about the webinars. Now you were able to get 200 people to attend, and you're a beginner, and you're not so good with webinars, you just started. So following all the framework and the things we've said so far, you tried your first webinar, and then you get 5% conversion. That's 10 sales, right? That's 10 sales. Do you know that the next webinar you do will be better than the first one? This time you might get 10% conversion. The thing about webinars is the more you practice, the better you get at it. Okay? The more you practice, the better you get at it. Now, the more you do it, your conversion can increase to 15%, 20%, and the same attendees, and you are getting up to 40 sales. Up to what? 40 sales. Now, let's say you have 500 attendees, you get more people. Now, your conversion ratio, let's say still 5% as a beginner. That's 25 sales for you. Let's say you've mastered it and it's 20% conversion. That is 100 sales for you. Can you see the maths? Please, who is going to start using webinars after tonight? I want to see it. Who is going to start using webinars to close sales? I want to see it in the chat box. You're going to start using webinars to close sales after tonight. After tonight, who is going to start using webinars to close sales? Awesome. David, I can see David. Good. I can see Israel. You're going to make crazy sales if you follow this simple framework. You don't have to be a pro. You don't have to know. In fact, just follow this simple framework I'm giving you. And come back and share your testimony. I'm waiting. And make sure you tag me as you start breaking in those sales. Awesome, Usman, Ruth, Ebikoma. I can see you guys. Keep it coming. Okay, so requirements. You need a laptop. I'm using a laptop currently. You need a laptop and internet connection. Then you need a guaranteed guide. I like this part because the truth is, if you have something that you can, there's a difference when somebody tells you something and then you have a manual, you have a guide. Oh, how do I do this? You check it and then you come back, you do it, you check if you got it, you use it to cross check. If you have a guaranteed guide, okay, If you have a guaranteed guide, all you have to do is cross check whether what you are doing is correct or wrong. So that is why I added it. So you need a laptop and internet, and you need a guaranteed guide on webinars. And that is where Sell Like Crazy with Webinars come in. This is, let me just introduce it. So I'm going to be introducing this to you right now. Okay? Now, Sell Like Crazy with Webinars was done by me. Yes, me that you're seeing here. And it is a guaranteed webinar guide, okay, to help digital marketers, online entrepreneurs, business owners scale up and triple their sales using webinars. Now, this is a blueprint that shows you from A to Z everything you need to know about webinars, and how you can after you are done, just start implementing immediately. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you very briefly everything that I have in the webinar that you are going to use to so let me show you what we have in the course. Okay.
And so this is basically what the course contains. This is the webinar course. You can see it. So this is my own. Yeah, so you can see this is how the preview is. Then you click here. So basically this is the course. This is my welcome video, telling you welcome to the course. This course is very, very, very detailed. As you can see, this is the introduction, the content, everything that you need for webinars has been broken down in this course. You can see it here, and each section has its own module. I even have recaps for each section. This is very detailed though. There's no how you go through this course and not master webinars and practice. I spoke a lot about practicing. Okay, so yeah, then basically this is the bonus section. More you are enjoying, because just look at this. Like I said, this is very, very detailed. Okay, so make sure you get your copy. Don't miss out on our promo. Just don't miss out on everything. Okay, all right, so just basically I wanted to show you how this works and a preview of the course. Okay, I'll see you in the video.
All right, so that's basically what, like, the course is actually very, very detailed, very, very detailed. Okay, now look at everything. I just showed you everything you're getting in the course. Now, a recap of everything we've done so far today. I told you about the 4 simple webinar framework: intro, content, transition, the close. If you can do this 4 sections, that's everything that a webinar contains. Those 4 simple webinar framework. Now, other things you have to consider is your webinar funnel, because there is before your webinar and there's after your webinar. You can't just say, oh, I'm only focused on the webinar. What of getting leads, getting people to attend, replying them, following up on those who don't attend, sending the replays? All of these things are important as well, and this can also increase your conversions. Now, requirements: I told you need your laptop and internet. As long as your laptop has a clear camera and you can use the audio, it is good to go. Okay, and as long as you can also connect it to the internet, that's fine. So you have your laptop, internet, and then, like I said, a guaranteed webinar guide. Okay, so now, frequently asked questions: do I need a laptop to run webinar? Yes, please, you do. Should I host webinars live? Yes, especially as a newbie. What amount of leads or customer do I need to get tangible results, that is sales, in my webinars? If you can get at least 500 to 1,000, that would be very good though, in attendance. I did not say on your group or this thing, or on your email, in attendance. But I know that as a newbie, this might not seem possible. So you can start with trying to get 150 to 200 attendance rates. Very important. 150 to 200 attendance rates. Now, questions I also get is, how can I access Sell Like Crazy with webinars? I need you to see this very well. So go to margaretresources.com and you find it there. Okay, so start sending in your questions. I'll take a few questions before we finish. Start sending in your questions. Now, I need you to know that it doesn't matter if you are brand new, you've never done webinar in your life before, you've never hosted one. Now is your time, okay? Because you now know the simple webinar framework. Very, very easy to host. Okay? You know what you can do right now that can make you crazy sales. This is what top experts are using right now. That is why I asked you, are you going to host your webinar? Are you ready to make this happen? I want to see it though, if you are ready. If you are ready, before I move on to the cocoa of the oral, before I move on to the next thing, if you are ready, let me see it in the chat box. Okay, someone said, can I, as a newbie, can I host 3 days webinar? Why do you want to host 3-day webinar? Please rephrase your question so that I can understand it very well. Thank you, Dominion. I can see Dominion. Yes, 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 Dominion. Awesome, Roots. So there are some people that have been following right from the beginning now. Okay. Please allow it on rephrase your question so that I can understand. Awesome. So now I want to ask you this question before we finalize today. If everything that you have learned today only helps you make your first ever 20 sales in 24 hours, this is something I do. This is something I do normally. 20 sales is not a big deal. It is very possible, and a lot of us have done it over and over again. So would it be worth it? In fact, not even up to 24 hours, you can get this done. If everything we've spoken about today, help me help you save wasted time and energy, you're surfing the internet checking how to increase my sales, but I've showed you how. If this is all what we've spoken about today, if this is what it helps you do, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it? I want to see your answers. Would it be worth it? If this gives you a shortcut to scaling up fast in your online business, would it be worth it? I want to see your answers. Would it be worth it? Would it be worth it? Awesome. Yes, right? So I want to ask you a question. Can you see yourself using everything I showed you here today to scale up? Can you see yourself? Awesome. Thank you, Ruth, for that. 100%. Okay. Dollar says, what of those that don't have laptop? Please borrow from someone until you make your sales, and then you can now upgrade to your own. Borrow from someone or a close friend, a family, somebody. Okay. Can we have your WhatsApp contact? Don't worry, I'm going to even show that now. Somebody said, is it possible to host webinars with smartphone? No. Please use your laptop. Use your laptop, okay? Use your laptop. All right, so let's listen to what Ruben has to say. Well, about rounding up. So
completely change your marketing game around. Like for me, I used to struggle to even sell courses of 10K, 15K. Like I used to really struggle to sell products. But now, ever since I bought that course by Margaret, I've been able to sell products of 40K, 50K, and even higher, right? And the only secret to it is to run live webinars. But you need to know how to do it the right way. Like for me, I mean, I didn't know how to do it. Like I had no clue how to do it, but then I bought Margaret's course, and it's been the best investment this year. Take a look at this and this, and take a look at this too.
so you can see. Okay, so you can hear what Ruben has to say. Ruben just started, he got the course, and he's already doing well. Ruben is a newbie. Ruben is a newbie. Okay, so if you are ready to take your sales game up, then you are going to love this next part. We're already done. You're going to love this next part. So who here is ready to up their game in sales? Who here is ready to up their game in sales? I want to see your answers in the chat box. Durosimi says, what is the best platform to host a webinar? Well, I won't say there are any best platform. There are various ones that you can use. So you can use StreamYard. Go to streamyard.com. Let me write it. Streamyard.com. Awesome. I can see Dominion. Awesome. Awesome. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. If you are ready for the next part, Type it in the chat box. If you are ready for the next part, type it in the chat box. So you can all go to streamyard.com and sign up. This is a very, it's beginner friendly. You can use this platform and start running. In fact, you can run your webinar tomorrow with this platform, and it's free. They have the basic plan, they have the plans where you pay for, but for you to start, it's free. Okay, who is ready? Awesome. David, I can see David. I can see Oyema says, what is webinar guide? That's what I showed you. My course is the webinar guide. Okay, my course is the webinar guide, but I have something very delicious for you. So let's go. Okay, me. Okay, so I want to give you over 200k bonuses starting right now for the fastest action takers. If you're among them, you're going to get all of these things I'm going to say right now. Okay, let's remove this. Now to the first 15 action takers tonight, starting right now, I'm going to give you first the super rich webinar framework, which shows you A to Z on creating webinars that convert viewers into buyers, so that they'll not just be viewing you, they'll be buying. Okay, this is what over 200k, but look at the things that you are going to see inside to learn, that you're going to be learning from. Now the first one is you're going to get the perfect formula for hooking your audience. Okay, holding their attention from the beginning to the end. Don't be like Shola will have 100 people start at the beginning, and at the end only 20 something people would be there. I remember when we started, we had like 52. We're not really many, and we have 38. That is still fair, right? So you're going to learn the perfect formula that you can use to hook your audience. Now you're going to get your customer to say yes, all throughout your webinars. And the more yeses you get, the more sales you are going to make. That is the truth. Okay, the more yeses you get, the more sales you are going to make. And this is worth 40,000 naira. Now I'm going to give you 5 strategies to help you close sales like a pro during your webinars, so that your viewers will say, Coach Maggie, come and take my money. Sam Adiele, come and take my money. This is too much. I must not miss this. Okay, I'll give you 5 strategies that you can use to close what sales like a pro. So this is what 50,000 naira. Now I'm going to show you how you can transition smoothly from your offer to your offer. Okay, remember I told you that you will not just fly into your offer, because if you do that, people will start leaving. Okay, people will start leaving. But what I'm going to show you, you're going to be able to transition into your offer smoothly, and your viewers will decide to take action immediately. Not next tomorrow, not 2 days after, immediately, except they really don't have that money at the time. Okay, this is worth 40,000 naira. Like I said before, everything is worth over 200k, but that's not all, because I have something very delicious for you right now. So if you start today, you're also going to get 5 exclusive bonuses, and they're worth 373,000. Wait though, but you're not going to get this. You're not going to get it at 300k. In fact, you're not going to pay half the actual price, which is actually 65,000. You're only paying 30k to access all of this. Now I want to show you some things before I show you our exclusive bonuses. Now these are testimonials from my last webinar. Okay, hi Meg. So I decided to use the knowledge that I took from your webinar course to host my own webinar, and I was shocked to see that I had 122 people active from the start to the end. Normally I usually have a huge drop off. That means people would have left. Okay, but thanks to the knowledge I learned, I kept all of them to the end. You see what I told you about attention? Now I've made 4 sales of Waters HPF call, and I haven't even answered all my DMs yet. So this is a newbie like you. He started this and he already made sales. Like from the last class, he already made sales just applying a few things. He said, Meg, your webinar course needs to be sold at least 30k. I at least though, he said at least, and that's what I'm giving it to you for, right? Now these are more testimonials. God bless you for hosting this life-changing training. You really have no idea how much you have impacted me. God bless your going out. See how she's blessing me. This webinar thing works. You are going to make sales following all the instructions, even from what I've given you today. Okay, now look at her here. She said she's going to take the webinar course once I launch it. That's not all. I want you to look at some of these testimonials. And I have more testimonials, but these are the ones I am sharing with you now. Look at someone. She had over 538 people attend her class. Now 22 people have paid in less than 3 hours. In less than 3 hours, 22 people paid. Let's not even waste time. Look at, just, you can come back and watch this video. Look at the testimonials. If you are ready to scale up and start making sales, do not miss this. Okay, now I'm giving 5 bonuses. I'm giving what? 5 bonuses. The first one is you're going to have access to my Sell Like Crazy helping group. You're going to meet top online entrepreneurs, business owners, sharing ideas, asking questions. I'm also going to be on this group, and this is where new updates will be reviewed. This is priceless. You cannot even put a price on this. All you have to do is click on the link below, margaretresources.com, and enroll today. Like I said, it is just 30K for all of this. Now bonus two, you're going to have free entry into our 3 month implementation challenge. Normally this should cost you 10,000 naira, but you're going to get it for free, and everything will be practical, no theory. All you have to do is click on the link below, margaretresources.com, and enroll today. I'm not done, no. Now you're going to get follow-up scripts. Somebody was asking me now, how do I follow up? You are going to get a follow-up script on how you can follow up word for word. You don't have to stress to start thinking, oh, what will I write? What will I send? Word for word, you are going to get follow-up scripts that you can send to your customers that didn't buy during your webinars. Do you understand? All you have to do right now is click on margaretresources.com and enroll today. Bonus 4, you are going to hit your sales targets. Okay, I'm going to be showing you how you can hit your sales targets. Exact things that you need to do. Click on the link below, margaretresources.com, and you're going to have access to all of this. The last but not the least, the last one, nobody, if you are, I can see some people leaving. This is for those who are yet to the end. You are going to see the last bonus now. You're going to don't let me miss this. Okay, now bonus 5 is you're going to get how you can do DIY YouTube banners, because a lot of you are going to be using YouTube for your webinar. So I showed you in the course how you can, the bonus section, how you can create your own YouTube banners in 15 minutes. Okay, all you have to do is click on this link, margaretresources.com, to have access. I'm not done, no. Okay, I'm not done. For those getting it tonight, I'm giving you one more bonus, and this is for only those who are actually buying tonight before midnight. This is 9:30. This is 9:30, right? Before midnight today, if you buy tonight, if you are registering tonight, this is what you are getting. You are getting a super bonus, a ticket to a 5-day online class with top 5 experts on raking in sales with webinars. So these guys combined, though, they have made over hundreds of millions of naira in sales every month using webinars. My dear, if you try to hire them separately, it will cost you 10 times more than what you are paying for this course. But if you order today, you are going to get it for free. You are going to have access to all the 5 of them directly for free. All you have to do is go to margaretresources.com, click on it, and enroll today. Now let me show you the guys that are there. Okay, we have Imelda Chisom. I know some of you know her. She uses webinars literally to make, like, she rakes in sales every day. These are top experts that rake in sales every day, and you're going to be learning from them. We have Ruth Ozioma. I'm sure a lot of you know her. This is someone that You can see our results online, right? We have Anya Ogbe, we have Walter Eyinaya, Jacob Kasimobi. These are people you are going to be learning from. This is only for those who are registering tonight before 12 o'clock, before the clock says 12. If you are registering tonight, you're going to have access to this super bonus. Okay, so if you are getting started, all you have to do is go to margaretresources.com and sign up. Now, I have a guarantee for you. If you've tried every single thing in this course and it doesn't help you scale up your sales in the next 90 days, just come and meet me. Come and meet me and say, I've tried everything in this course, so and yet I've not still made sales. Me and my team, we're going to run a free webinar for you and close sales. Deal. Is that a deal? If it's a deal, write it in the chat box. I want to see it. If that's a deal, write it in the chat box. Okay? Write it in the chat box. If this is a deal for you, you're going to do every single thing I told you to do in the course, and if it still doesn't work out for you, come and meet. Awesome. Thank you, Ramat. Thank you, Ramat. Good. Awesome. Keep it coming. Awesome, Israel. Awesome. So right now, this is for action takers. I don't want you to snooze. I don't want you to waste time. Click on this link now. Enroll today. margaretresources.com. If you have issues paying, all you have to do is copy my GT Bank account. Copy it. You can see it on the screen. Send your 30K receipt to my WhatsApp number. So that's my WhatsApp number for those of you that were asking. 07082663040. Copy, send your receipts. That's if you cannot pay on Margaret Resources, but it's very straightforward. Go to margaretresources.com and then sign up for the webinar. Now, guys, let me explain this to you. A lot of people might say, 30K, 30K is too much. I don't have 30K right now. When I was starting this webinar, I can't even start telling you how many things I've invested in. I want to ask you a question. Is 30K too small for you to scale up? You are a 6-figure earner right now. You want to scale up to 7 figures. 30K, is it too small? Is it too small for you to scale up? Or is 30K, you are earning maybe 50K now, 100K, and you have been looking for a way to scale up, and Coach Maggie has showed you how you can do this. Is 30K too big? Is it too much for you to move up from 5-figure to 6-figure to 7-figure to 8-figure? Is it too much? Please, I want to ask, is it too much? So for only those people who are going to start tonight, they are the ones that will have access to my super bonus. Okay? And you don't want to miss that super bonus, because that 5-day session is hot. Okay? It is very hot. So if you are ready to take action right now, all you have to do is go to margaretresources.com and sign up for the webinar part. It's just 30,000 naira. Awesome. Thank you, Ruth. I can see she said it's not. You already know people who are ready to take action, right? Thank you guys so much for coming. I know we took a longer time, and that's because we started late. Okay? Thank you so much for coming. I hope you implement every single thing we've spoken about today. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok. As you start getting results, just tag me on any of these platforms. Tag me. If you have questions on webinars, also tag me. I'm always willing and available to answer your questions. Okay? So for those who are taking action tonight, if you have any issues registering, just send me a WhatsApp message and I'll be here to attend to you. Okay? Have a wonderful evening. I can't wait to start. I want to start seeing results. So yeah, I'm all about results. Okay? Have a wonderful evening. Bye. Bye.